Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, I'm just gonna check the dashboard really quick, make sure everything's saved properly. Alright, cool. It's saved. Here we are, another Thursday, another Sonic Generations stream. Last time we played through the modern levels, and here we are. This time we'll be playing the Shadow rival boss fight, playing through the remaining missions that we need to beat, or I guess just the 3 missions we need to beat in the, or no, I guess it's the Dreamcast era, my bad, I said modern by accident. Yeah, the Dreamcast era, we'll beat our missions there, we'll collect more Chaos Emeralds, we'll fight Perfect Chaos, and we'll move on to the modern stages. Want to make sure the levels, the audio levels are doing good. I mean, hopefully they are. I'm going to keep the stream open on my phone so I can see the chat. Alrighty. It's on an ad. But yeah. Let's not waste any more time. Wait, it says join the chat while watching the video? Did it not show me as live? Give me a moment. It's showing the little red dot. So here we go. Here we go. I'm seeing it be more accurate now. I wasn't on Wi-Fi either, so that may have had something to do with it. Okay. Now that that's all said and done, let's actually get to the game. An unplayed challenge awaits you in Speed Highway. Let's do this. Grab as many rings as you can while drifting and get to the goal in time. This will be good drifting practice because I really haven't done that a whole lot in this game or in Unleashed for that matter, since in Unleashed it kind of sucked. I did play a few of the extra levels in that game the other night, and I do plan on getting to stream those eventually along with the DLC. But point is, drifting in that game was weird. They fixed it a little bit here, but I'm still not quite used to it. Only 3D game I've really done it in, I guess, besides Colors, would be the Wii version of Unleashed, which I owned as a kid. So we're trying to get rings. Oops. Yeah, this is better. This is better than it was in Unleashed. Even though I'm hugging the wall a lot. And just doing it just flat out not early enough in that case. Nope. I have a feeling I'm going backwards, like, yeah. I don't know why it's sending me back over here. That was weird. What? I don't get this. Alrighty. Okay, now that I'm resituated. I'm not boosting a whole... I don't know. Just not boosting a whole lot. That's probably affecting my performance a bit. There we go. Now I'm getting the hang of it. Embracing the speed a little bit more. Except in that spot, apparently. Maybe they had a point in sending me back here. Yeah. Yeah, so that was the right way. It just felt weird going in the opposite direction of the arrows. It says we have 2 viewers. Welcome. I mean, one of those viewers is me since I have the the stream open on my phone to look at the chat. But yeah. Hello. Just now tuning in. This is session 3 of Sonic Generations. I've been making it a point to stream through a ton of my backlog for my next few streams for a long while, and so far it's been fun. We've got Sonic Generations on Thursdays and Yoshi's Island on Fridays. Okay. So we're done with Speed Highway for right now. I'll come back and do all these, like maybe in a post-game session. Maybe not all of them though, because I hear horror stories about the one with Vector collecting all the musical notes. I hear that one's a pain in the ass. So there's Shadow. And how many emeralds do we have? 3. Or no, 2. We got the first one by doing one of the... we beat Metal Sonic in the classic world, I guess. And we also beat the Death Egg robot. So I'm going to need to take a different way to get to Shadow. Just right here, I guess. Yeah, here we go. This is where I finish you. This was Kirk Thornton's first... I think it was his first game as Shadow, because I think Free Riders... this was 2011, and Sonic Free Riders was 2012, I believe. You're a dedicated Sonic fan since Genesis. That's awesome, man. How do you feel about Sonic Generations overall? You think it's a good game? Do you think they bank too hard on nostalgia or anything like that? I personally am enjoying it a lot so far. As for me myself with the Genesis games, I first experienced them on the Mega Collection on GameCube a long while back. So I didn't grow up with a Genesis myself, but you know, I still think Sonic 2 and 3 are kick-ass. And 1 has its charm as well, despite being sort of an early installment weirdness kind of thing. Oops. Missed. This song is great, yeah. I still personally like the Adventure 2 one a whole lot more. But I'll say the lyrics are a bit more understandable in this version. So that counts for something. Who tells me I'm not doing this right? I want to boost into him, right? And get energy from the boulders, and then boost into him. Oh, yeah. I want to get the power up and then attack him. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, no. There we go. It's not going to get away from me. Ran out of boost again. Nope. There we go. Hit Shadow with the meteorites to slow him down, and then use boost to knock him down. And I do have the Omochao hands-on, but only because it's my first time really playing this, or ever since these sessions, you know? Because like I said before, it's a backlog chronicle, I guess. Just about got it. Charge into Shadow and show him who's boss. I can't boost Omochao, I don't have enough energy. I should check some of those documentaries out sometime. That'd be some neat info. Alrighty. I'm getting this thing. There we go. You know, Kirk Thornton actually sounds a lot like, this is just me, like, observing. He actually does sound a lot like Jason Griffith in this fight. Maybe that's just me, though. Oh, man. There we go, I just barely got him. I don't know, I feel like I should have been done with this fight a long while ago. It's like I'm getting the cores, but I feel like I'm missing something during the part where I'm like charged with them. Almost there. Here we go. That's right. Sonic 2 did have time travel planned at one point. It's something that's something I don't think about too often, but yeah, we could have gotten a very different game. It's like the lock-on is there, but I can't homing attack him for some reason. At least I'm getting 1-ups from this. It's reminiscent of the original fight in that way. You could run for almost forever until like the 10-minute mark and keep getting extra lives from the rings. So close. Yet so far. Alright. Take 5, I guess. Yeah, it's the friggin' lock-on, but it won't let me attack him. Am I supposed to stomp him? I just feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, man. There we go. I homing attacked him there. But I can't do it when I'm boosting with the core for whatever reason. Nope. And they're playing All Hail Shadow, that's nice. It's a Crush 40 version. I've still got a soft spot for the Magnify version, personally. Both are pretty good. Alright. Hopefully this is the one that does it. Because it seems you're just on a constant boost in this section. By the time I'm close enough to him, I'm like almost out of it. There we go, the stomp did it. It should have been obvious, but I don't know, I just don't think like the stomp would be something I'd immediately jump to attack him with. I'm expecting like a D rank on this. No, we'll still C. C for crap. I haven't played Sonic Forces yet either. It's, I've heard less than stellar things about the classic Sonic stages in particular. I won't get to streaming that game for a while. One, because I don't have a PS4 at the moment, and two, it's just not that... I just hear it's not that great of a game, honestly. So let's... Okay, that was the 4th Chaos Emerald, which may or may not be an intentional reference to Shadow the Hedgehog in that damn 4th Chaos Emerald line. I don't think they thought of it, but it's an interesting thing to think about. So that means somewhere along the line we missed the 3rd one. I don't know where, though. The only rings are the ones Cream drops for you. Get to the goal in time. I guess I could try the PC version of, just going back to the Sonic Forces little spiel. I guess I could try the PC version of that if my laptop's up to good specs for it, which it might be. I mean, my laptop can handle the HD versions of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, which I know that's not really a super good comparison, but I don't know. It's worth a shot, I think. Maybe. If I can get it on like a Steam sale or something. Oops. I got too caught up on talking about Sonic Forces. Sonic forced me to fall off my skateboard. I can't hear the music completely, like, because, you know, I'm wearing a headset and my TV volume is a little lower, but, this obviously isn't City Escape music they're playing. Curious as to what it is. Oops. It's like I'm still on a... I'm still on a thing on the kick from Sonic Unleashed, because I played that the other night, and I'm still stuck on wanting to push square to homing attack instead of X, because that's the way the controls were in that game. So it's like I gotta remind myself, hey, Sonic Generations, they fixed it to where the jump and homing attack are on the same button. Oh, frig. There I was going again. It's one of the problems with playing these two games back to back. In addition to the drifting situation. And I guess Sun and Moon medals as well, but, you know, I'm playing like through post-game and Unleashed, and I don't really have any need to collect medals again, except for maybe the achievement. Or trophy, or whichever. It was an A rank, good enough for right now. You got more viewers. Welcome, people. You're just tuning in. This is my third session of Sonic Generations. Right now, we're playing through missions and attempting to... Wait. We're on our way to fighting Perfect Chaos, but we're not doing that just yet since we need more... one more boss key. So we're going to our next challenge in Seaside Hill. I think I know what this one is. Yeah, it's having Rouge tempt the robots, which is weird when you think about like the implications. What brand laptop do I have? It's the Dell Inspiron 7700. I'm pretty sure it's in that 7700 range. I believe the graphics card is the NVIDIA, I'm pretty sure. It's like, I haven't checked my specs in a while, but it's 960M. After this mission, I'm probably gonna get a cup of water, so that won't take like a minute. But my leg's falling asleep, so that's why.
That piece of junk robot is no match for my charms. Use the triangle button if you want.
Those enemies with shields have a formidable
Leave this to me.
Call on Rouge to help you out. Press the triangle button to get Rouge to distract enemies. Once Rouge
It's
has
interesting.
their
They always have their
attack,
shields up until you woo them. I'm calling Rouge out. There we go. That's how I know I stunned him, because they made that little motion.
Leave this to me.
Thing is, the hearts have to travel in their direct path. Is HP Omen the top of the line? I wouldn't know. I don't look at HP laptops super often. Are you trying to ask, like, if it's top of the line, do you like want to get into recording and streaming? Or are you looking for like stronger gaming specs?
Goes. Leave this to me.
I swear the hearts hit him there. But he's still doing his little jig.
Sonic.
Do I have to... I don't know. I'll try being on the same platform as him next time. Yeah, Justice for All demo. This is a pretty good laptop, spec-wise. I mean, reliability-wise, over the past year, until like mid-July, it gave me issues. Like, I had multiple times where I lost everything due to a blue screen boot loop.
Here goes.
What I did, though, to fix that was I ditched the solid-state drive completely, and I installed Windows to the hard drive, which means for slower boots in general, but I haven't had any problems since then, even with Windows Update. Like, I've wanted to disable it, but as of right now, I just got an update like a while back, like a week or so ago, and it didn't do anything bad.
Leave this to me.
Oops.
Here goes.
I'm taking this mission really slow. Okay, yeah, stronger gaming specs.
Sonic.
I have a friend who I do videos with. His name's Matt. He has an HP laptop, so I could probably talk to him about that. I know his laptop's at least strong enough to handle
Leave this to me.
the capture card I'm using right now, the Elgato HD60S. Or, I know it's strong enough to handle the regular HD60 at least. That's what he uses.
Leave this to me.
He doesn't game on it very much though, so he may not be the best person to ask at the same time. Oh, I've gotta do something about these guys.
Leave this to me.
Oh man.
Goes. Sonic. Leave this to me.
Oops.
Sonic. Here goes.
There we go. Finally. I could have handled that a lot faster. That was B rank, but I was looking at the chat too, so you know, I want to answer your questions. It's already 4:30. I planned to end the stream at 5. But we'll see how far we get. if we've gotten to, say, Planet Wisp, and it's like 4:58, I don't mind going a few minutes over. At the same time, I'm wondering about that third Chaos Emerald. Where we can get it from. Also, I'm so glad I remembered to check the microphone settings this time, because during my last session of Sonic Generations, I was streaming with Elgato Gaming's capture software, and I forgot to check the mic settings, and so for the whole stream, I didn't even know it. My commentary was coming through my laptop's internal microphone instead of my headset. Luckily, I remembered to check for my Yoshi's Island stream that happened last Friday. So for like the first couple minutes, it had the internal microphone, but after that, I set it to the headset, and it was all good and hunky-dory from there. So I still don't know where the third Chaos Emerald is, but for the sake of moving on and keeping the ball rolling, we're going to go ahead and fight Perfect Chaos. It's a pretty easy boss from what I remember seeing of from the videos I remember seeing of Sonic Generations, like Let's Plays and all that. I know the original in Sonic Adventure wasn't too hard of a fight for the final boss. It could get annoying, but as long as you kept jumping and increasing your speed, it was nothing to really worry about. As opposed to Final Hazard, which was a little harder in Adventure 2. It could even like catch you off guard if he hit at you with too many projectiles.
Use the platforms to close in on Perfect Chaos. There's nothing you can do from this distance.
Oh man.
Now, Sonic, boost and charge into it to attack.
There we go. I want to work on having maybe my friend Matt, like I mentioned earlier, or my friend Austin in these streams, some of these streams in the future when they can get here, so they can read the chat to me and I don't have to, keep glancing over at it in the middle of gameplay, Because I'm not big enough to where I have like the layout for, having the chat on the side like a lot of popular streamers do. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to set that up.
Use hot wings to close in and use your homing attack. Boost to run across the water.
Oh, whoops. Oh man. See, now we're getting into... Fuck. At least there's a checkpoint. We're getting into... This is a lot like the original boss was. Oops. I went in there without boost. That was a bad idea. But it still damaged him. Final phase. Oh man. And that's that. pretty easy boss. I figured this out quicker than I figured out the bombs and the Death Egg Robot boss earlier in the game were, you know, or quicker than I figured out the timing for those anyway. Because for the longest time I kept missing. I was gonna say, yeah, that's not an A rank. That's not an S rank. But I did get the perfect Punisher trophy, so that's fine and dandy.
You've brought back quite a bit of this world. You're doing great, Sonic. You mean you're doing great, Sonics? Right. I may never get used
I think I've said it in a previous stream, but
Whoa!
the story in this game is admittedly kind of lacking. They could have done so much more with it. Because there's a missed potential. They, Kyle A. Bear, Big the Cat's current voice actor, he's gone on record saying he recorded lines for this game, but they never used them.
We need that emerald.
That would have been nice to run into him in this game.
Over there and check it out. I bet
Or
you can bring
Omega,
that Chaos
or
Emerald back, just like you brought back our
other
friend.
characters, which I'm kind of
And I
blanking
bet
on
you
right now.
double, we're gonna need all 7 emeralds.
Because they've got the Chaotic space covered.
You
And
guys
also
have your
Blaze
work
and
cut
Silver.
out for you.
An adventure's no fun if it's too easy.
I can kind of agree with Sonic there. An adventure is no fun if it's too easy, but at the same time, many games have proven that they can still entertain even with being on the easy side, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. So that was our 3rd emerald. All right. I just think that's a little weird, like getting the 4th emerald before the 3rd. But maybe they expect you to go after Shadow after you've beaten Perfect Chaos, because he doesn't give you a boss key, he just gives you the emerald. Oops. I'm just making sure I had the right one because they're all in question marks right now. Oh, okay. You have to... I had that confused before. I thought you could play, like, each level and... To clear it up, I thought you could play Planet Wisp before Crisis City, but no. Alrighty. So let's start with Crisis City, Act 1. And for the record, Sonic 06 is in my list of games to stream. We're not getting to it for a while, but it is there, and I'm looking forward to a craptastically good time. Hopefully we can break some stuff to our benefits, preferably, not to our detriment. Because as I've seen in many YouTube videos, that game can be pretty fun to break, especially with Sonic's gem power-ups, but that's neither here nor there. Oops. I've also said before that... Oh, oops. I was glancing at the chat. I've said before that I'm overall more of a 3D Sonic guy than a classic Sonic guy, but I don't think the stages in this game are bad. It's just classic Sonic obviously doesn't control exactly the same as he did in the Genesis games. And I'm sure this control is way better than whatever the Hell Force has brought out. Oof. I'm also not used to not having the homing attack. That also goes into me not having played classic Sonic in general in a while. so I'm a little behind on practice, I guess you could say. Yeah, this game so far has been pretty enjoyable. I had my qualms with a little bit of Seaside Hills design on the classic front, at least, but that was just my my gut reaction, I guess. I'm sure I can go back to a lot of these levels in the future and have, you know, less gripes with them. He's also a little slippery. I should mention that. Classic Sonic. Maybe that's just me, though. It was one of the first things I noticed. Oof. Yeah, see, I almost slipped off the platform there, and yeah. Combo breaker. Oh, that was my own fault. Should not have done that. Am I really down to 1 life? That ain't good. That is not good. And I'm all the way back here. Classic Sonic's jump can also be a little bit on the short side, I guess you could say. It's like not quite as tall as it was in the Genesis games. Didn't find that checkpoint before. Oops. Give me my rings. I just remembered I said I would get a cup of water earlier and I never did. After this act, I will. Thought that was going to be a pit for a moment. Here we go. I think that's where I died before. Convenient that the spin dash like has its own button aside from also being able to push down in the jump button. That's more like it. Oof. I forgot if 0 counts as a life or not. There we go. It does. So slippery. Ugh. And I know from seeing this game on YouTube that that's not real. It's a troll. Just slow. Wait. 'Cause it's gimping my jump a bit. Blocking my way. Or view. Don't want to go down there. That tornado's carrying a truck. It'd be some shit if it were carrying the gun truck. Combine elements from levels like that. Like a Sonic Generations Maker. Sort of like Mario Maker. Kind of want to see that. That would be awesome, like a Sonic level maker. I mean, we have ROM hacks with the Sonic Hacking Contest every year, but to see like Sega go all out with like a Sonic maker, that would be pretty cool. I'm surprised that was still a B rank, honestly. I shouldn't have spent so much time on Shadow near the very beginning. I feel like we'd have more time to... I feel like we could get further before I end the session. Oh, wait. You unlock Rooftop Run. You unlock the next zone after you beat at least one act. Okay. But yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a cup of water. Alrighty, I am back. Classic Sonic has gotten very, very impatient with me, and I don't know, he's just kind of rude. He's kind of rude like that. Alrighty, so we're gonna get back into things with Crisis City Act 2 here, and I see myself getting through Rooftop Run Classic, and probably Rooftop Run Modern, but I don't think we'll get to Planet Wisp, unfortunately. That'll be where we kick off next time, though. Now, obviously, there's 7 Chaos Emeralds, and we've gotten one from each rival fight, as well as after each normal boss. So I'm wondering where the 7th one is. Maybe you get it after getting all the boss keys? I don't know. All the boss keys for this final area, at least. That's what I would guess. I don't know. I might look it up later, honestly. Because if we end up stuck because I don't have the final emerald and I have no clue where to go, that's gonna be trouble. Fortunately for us, I don't think this incarnation of Crisis City has any Mach speed sections to speak of. Oops. Remember that Mach speed section in the original Crisis City to it's really hard and almost impossible to get through that section without getting hit at least once. People on YouTube have done it, but it's crazy hard. I certainly won't be trying for it when I get to streaming 06 in the future. Oops. I glanced down at the chat again.
Press the circle button while jumping to stop enemies below you.
Yeah, Mocho, I knew about the stomp. It's how I killed Shadow earlier. Oops. Oh my god. I keep on jumping at really dumb spots. Yeah. And I still have 0 lives. Oh my god. Kept collecting that one ring. I am being very, very reckless. That should stop. It's Sonic, but come on. This isn't a game I know like the back of my hand, like Adventure 2 or even Adventure 1. I wouldn't put Heroes on that list. I haven't played that game in a long while. Shadow the Hedgehog even. I'd say I know that game very, very well. Is there anything down there? Oh no, it just helps you get up here. I see. Oops. It's also something to dodge. Okay, we're gonna, oops. I want to slam this down. Feel that frame rate drop. Thank goodness for the short hop, by the way. I haven't really been boosting. Let's change that. Oops. And we sent down to a lower level. There's the goal rings in sight. That wasn't even an A rank. Or it was, I guess. Perfect bonus. I just don't feel like I did very good on that level, but the game thinks otherwise. So it is 4:54. I say we give classic Rooftop Run a shot. After we free Blaze here.
much as I dislike relying on others, I'm grateful for your aid. The creature was beyond my skills.
Wow. What kind of a response is that? I mean, she's right, but wow. Crisis City has been restored. Alrighty, so let's do our best with classic rooftop run here. And then we shall end the session. Oops. If we're gonna, oops, I felt that frame drop, but if we're gonna talk about Sonic Unleashed just for a short bit, I think that game, no, shoot, I think it's underappreciated, honestly. I mean, even with the issues I mentioned earlier, the metal collecting is kind of antithetical to the level design. Oh, you can push this. I was like, why would they put that there if you couldn't push it? Even with that, with the sort of weird homing attack control in some of the Werehog levels being sort of amped with the enemies and sort of going on forever in Shamar's case, I will say. I like it. I like the sense of exploration it kind of has, like with, you know, I like the overall aesthetic of traveling through the globe, and it's a great looking game. I still get charm. I still see the charm in looking through the hub worlds for like the extra levels. I like that exploration. Also, it was Jason Griffith's first real game role where he was starting to, as Sonic anyway, kind of get more into the character. And that probably was due more to the voice direction, but he did a great job nonetheless. And the cast in general too. Amy Pallant was getting better as Tails. Mike Pollock, he's always, at least in my opinion, been not exactly stellar, but the role came very natural to him, and that has to do mainly with him being a much more prolific voice actor. But yeah, Mike Pollock's great. Amy Pallant was getting better as Tails. I forget who voiced Chip, but I thought he did an okay job too. Dan Green as Professor Pickle. Lisa Ortiz as Amy. That game had a good cast. Oh, I wanted to get through that, but that's a very tiny window. I don't even know if you can, honestly. Screw it. It was like a pixel away from missing me. Oh, that was close. It's hit 5 o'clock, so yeah. After this level, I'm ending the session. I wanted that extra life. Now, as far as I'm aware, Classic Sonic can also unlock the homing attack at the end of the game. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to go back through these levels once I have that and see how much easier it makes things. I don't know if you can do that in Forces or not, but we'll find that out when the time comes to stream that. That was nice of them for it to activate the checkpoint even though I was on the above platform. Now, Classic Sonic does not have the light dash, so I mean, that jump was kind of tight, but it could have been easier had he had the light dash. I don't know. Not quite enough. There we go. Cool. Forgot about this set piece. But it's a neat one. Getting Wing Fortress vibes from Sonic 2. Nope. You die. There we go. And that's the end of that. I took a lot of hits in that level. I don't think we got a perfect bonus, or did we? There we go. It's just I need to be quicker next time for the S rank. Alright, so that's half a rooftop run done. In the next session of Sonic Generations, it'll likely be next Thursday, I imagine. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter and whatnot. We shall resume Sonic Generations with Modern Rooftop Run. It's been fun, guys. This is Jinzo Fighter signing off. See you next time.